longer credible. You're no longer credible. And all you will have to do is catch her upon one single lie. Ma'am, what is your time of arrival? And to get clarification on that, you pick up the phone through your office. Just fax over our itinerary for me. And you have it in plain black and white what time she touched down in Jamaica. And if you find out that she was lying, because it's clear that she's lying, she came in the morning. She landed before day in the morning. The time she reached Mandeville is not the time of her arrival. And that's when they get the mix up. The time she reached Mandeville, it's not the time of her arrival in the country. The time she touched down in Jamaica, it's not the same time she reached in Mandeville. There's a gap in between. Why didn't you land in Kingston? You know what? Me can go as far as say, you know what? You jumped on the first flight. Is that the reason why you land in Montego Bay? I don't know. Me they put myself in that situation. Me hear some boy injured himself. I am not thinking about which airport me come off. Me only want to see me one there Jamaica. So me can understand why you go to Montego Bay. Because it was the first flight out. It was the quickest flight. You know, business. You will walk from Montego Bay. 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 That was the earliest flight you could have catch. And when you weigh up how long you that take you from Montego Bay to Mandeville, if you were take one next flight that was going to Kingston, you pencil it out because you're a smart girl. You pencil it out, but you say, look here, by the time you sit down here, they twiddle me thumb. The wait on that flight that they go from Miami, they go from Miami to Kingston. You could have actually dip on one flight and in a one car. They do the 3 hours from Montego Bay to Mandeville. I get it. Why? You would land in Montego Bay. But you didn't land in Montego Bay in the afternoon. You didn't. And based on you and your family's word, you didn't land in Montego Bay in the afternoon. See a missus? Thank you, baby. You get on that flight and come back. Because let me tell you something. There's no cave. There is no planet you couldn't possibly go upon. Because it's not going away. It's not going to go away. But you know, let me tell you, the audacity of that family. I want to tell you what it is. Let me tell you what happened. They expected it to go exactly how they felt about Jayden. No, sir. They expected it to go exactly of how they felt about that young man. but they were wrong. Just like how they feel about Jayden. The first word come to mind, dismissive. The first word comes to mind, dismissive. He's a nobody. Cinderella. But you guys, you know what happened to Cinderella in at the end. We all know the story about Cinderella. That's the word I'm looking for. The audacity that he would just go missing. And by the weekend, everybody will say he was just another missing child. But there was something off about the story. Because I have read enough, I've watched enough crime stories to know there is never a perfect crime. Wagwan Barbie. There is never a perfect crime. Look here. You can plan it down to every details. Thank you so much, baby. You can plan it down to every minute details. You're gonna fuck up. You're going to fuck up. Thank you so much, Backroad. You're going to fuck up. You can't tie up all the loose ends, because when you're acting in nervousness, because you plan it as you go along, you're going to fuck up. And when and when you have 3 or more individuals that is linked to that one crime, somebody's going to fuck up. Somebody's going to fuck up. And the truth start to burst out of the seams already, because Anne has a version, Anne husband has a version, Mr. Lickshot have a version, Shanique have one next version. The cousin that launched the search party have a version. The community have a version. Demar have a version. The taxi, Mr. X, the taxi driver, have a version. How long is it going to take to understand the truth from fiction? Exactly. Even go as far as to the principle. Look here. The truth is bursting at its seams. As a matter of fact, there is no seams, according to sources, according to the internet, according to TikTok, according to everybody that has gotten personally involved in this little boy's disappearance. It is safe to say that there is no more containment. No more containment, because everybody have a different version. How long is it going to take for the authorities to put these pieces to complete a picture? How long is it going to take for the authority to galvanize all these little pieces create a Picasso. Because people not stupid. I guess we will have to wait and see. Because it's on the lips of everybody on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, just in general. It's not gonna go anywhere. Shanique, me don't know where you're there right now. But you know what? We have to trust the process. Best. We have to trust the process. Remember, the only thing we can do where this investigation is concerned is keeping it alive. And that's what I am doing. We have to trust the process, because we can't march into the office and say, I want this, I want that. Geographically, it's impossible. Because everybody live all over the world. Everybody who is invested, the only thing we can do to make sure that it doesn't go dormant, that it doesn't slip into the cold case file, is by getting up every day and talk about it. And oftentimes, we question ourselves by saying, does my 2 cents matter? Yes. Everybody else to talk about it. Do I have to, I don't want nobody to distract me. Do I have to get up and talk? Yes, absolutely. You may be a million miles away. You may be in Canada.